A very good morning to my fellow lecturers and my fellow classmates. Before I begin, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nabila Huda bin Nazli, and I would like to present on the topic Insecurity can destroy life, and technically even death. Insecurity is defined as a tendency of lack confidence and certainty in oneself. It can occur from time to time and occurs to everyone else in the room, no matter what type of person you are and what gender you are, and can be caused by a multitude of factors such as past traumatic experience, past behavior patterns, social conditioning, and local surrounding, such as at work and a job. There are three main effects of insecurities. Firstly, struggle with the formation of healthy relationship, missed job opportunities, and poor physical health. Insecurities can often make a person feel like they are not good enough and inadequate in any aspects of their life. As an illustration, in a romantic relationship, a lot of insecure people tend to feel and have a lot of trust issues, which tends to lead to a lot of arguments and fighting and lead to a more toxic relationship. And they most likely unable to form a long, healthy form of any kind of relationship, friendship, lovers, between parents, and missed job opportunities. A lot of insecure people feel like they're not good enough in what they do. So it's naturally for them to think that whatever dream job they get, whatever good thing they have in their life, they don't deserve it. It's normal for them to think that they don't deserve the good things that come in their life, which is simply not true. They often diminish their own hard work and their own skill. And lastly, insecurities not only affect mental health but can also affect physical health. A lot of stress can cause a lot of headaches, a lot of poor heart conditions, and anxiety and depression. Next topic is there are 5 major causes of insecurity. Firstly, lack of emotional support. By not having a supportive family background, it can cause someone, a person, to develop an insecurity at such a young age. Furthermore, insecurities can be formed by a result of the standards of a person that we look up for during our entire childhood. Secondly is lack of emotional intelligence. By unable to accurately determine what type of emotions that we have and what type of emotions that people surrounding us form or develop, can cause a lot of trust issues in the relationship, and which lead to a lot of toxic relationship. Next is unfulfilled needs. A lot of insecurities tends to develop due to the fact of lack of basic necessities such as clothing, food, shelter, and security. This will causes a lot of psychological breakdown, which makes them struggle to accept the necessities and find assurance in their own life and past circumstances. Next is lack of openness and acceptance. Insecurities can be caused by lack of openness and acceptance. This is to the fact of when you're someone who is insecure, you're not at ease when there is a new person or a new situations involved in your world. There is a little interest, but you tend to be more worried about what people think of you. So this will lead prevent an insecure individual from lowering their guard and being vulnerable And lastly, tragic circumstances and abuse. And it can be caused by death of someone that you love, failed romantic relationships, and infidelity in marriage, and many more. It's so cliche to tell people that we'll always be there for them, but it's simply impossible. Things happen in life, and whether it's sickness or death, it's not prudent to put all of our trust in people, but in reality, we tend to do it regardless. And next is, how do we deal with this insecurity thing? Firstly, do not compare yourself ever. Simply stay loyal to yourself. And people will like you for you. If people like you, they will like you for your personality. If they don't, then it's okay. They never tend to be a part of your life anyways. If they don't like you for your personality, if they don't like you for you, then it is simply a waste of time. And secondly, do something that makes you feel good about yourself. No matter what book or what hobby, reading a book, cooking, or whatever that makes you feel good about yourself can affect how you view yourself as a whole. And lastly, accept compliments. Accept accolades when they come your way. We need to all start accepting compliments instead of diminishing them. We tend to diminish, or it's easy for us to kind of like die down the compliments that they gave. So we need to stop doing that. We need to start accept compliments as it is and believe them. Okay, based on the insecurity statistical data, the most causes of insecurity is by 35%, tragic circumstances and abuse. And at the percentage of 30% is lack of emotional support and lack of openness and acceptance. And lastly, 5% is emotional intelligence. Next, who is most likely to develop insecurities? At the percentage of 80%, most of it is women, and at the percentage of 20%, most of it is men who is likely to develop insecurities. In conclusion, insecurities are a part of who we are, and they are impossible to eliminate completely in such a short time. If you are feeling uneasy, do what feels right for you and be judicious about who you share your fears with. It might be impossible to eliminate our insecurities like at a whole or at such a short amount of time, but we can take a step-by-step guide. We can do what we love. Maybe we can go to therapy to talk about our feelings or how to cope with them, so we don't let it affect as much in our life. Actually, insecurity is not such a bad thing if you do not let it affect your life or your future. In some circumstances, it is beneficial to share our fears with people that we trust or people that we love. It can help so much more for our feelings, for ourselves, if we kind of like share it to other people instead of bottling all up in ourselves and alone. So it's really, really important for us to take appropriate steps to cope with this disease. And that is all from me, and thank you.